meets the moon, I'm the sun that will not move. Do you think you are? Who do you think you
Alright guys, I'm here to show you guys my current Amara build that I used on stream today. If you guys are over there, that was awesome. You get to check this out. If you haven't already checked me out over there, the link will be down below in the description. Click that link to Twitch, follow me. I stream pretty much, if not every other day. Then I'll take a 2-day break and then stream, but I'll stream one day, skip a day, stream one day, skip a day. Pretty simple stuff. You want to go ahead and hop over there. Watch me. I do a lot of Borderlands, just farming stuff. I farm with people. But let's get straight into this video. I'm going to show you guys my updated Ricochet Witch build. I know Moxie, great YouTuber, he put out this YouTube video with this particular build. He had his own little way of doing it. I feel my way is a bit more survivable, and you still get to get the big damage buff that he had. So mine's a little bit better in my opinion. Not a shot towards Moxie, but his could be better. And I feel like this is how he could have done it. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started in the orange tree, the quickest tree. So you're gonna go throw 5 points into a Nema. Status effect deals increased damage. It's gonna be important because we're gonna be throwing out heaps of elemental damage. It's gonna be great. You're gonna want to throw 5 points into infusion, just for that extra little buff and damage. Plus, it helps us progress down the tree. You're then gonna throw 5 points into Tempest because you want to do even more elemental damage easily. You want to throw 1 into Dread. Amara's gun damage is increased for a few seconds. I mean, it's not a bad point. It's only 1 skill point. And it helps us with elemental damage or whatnot. You want to gain increased magazine size by going with Deep Well. 3 points into Indiscriminate. Now this skill is really important for the build moving on. Remember this skill. And then Sustainment. That's going to be your main survivability skill right there. That's going to help us stay alive. And then 1 into Forceful Expression just because it's extra damage. So basically this whole orange tree is just damage, and then with the exception of sustainment, keeping us alive. We're gonna go ahead and jump over to the green tree. You're gonna want to throw 5 points in the Root to Rise to help you get that extra increase, health. You're gonna want to throw 5 points in the Helping Hands, which is really good. You're gonna want to throw 4 points into Clarity. You want to max out Mindfulness. And then you want to gonna throw 3 points in the Arms Deal, increase your damage, and then 1 point in the Guardian Angel. Moving on from there, 1 point in the Violent Tapestry, which is the blue skill at the top right. This is gonna help you give you more elemental effect chance. It's gonna really greatly increase your elemental effect chance. It's just that 1 point right there. That's it. That's the end of the skills. You got your skill tree set up. I didn't forget to add what kind of skills you want. So you're gonna want Ties That Bind and Allure, these two. And then you're gonna want Blight Tiger as well. So you want your element to be Corrosion. You want Ties That Bind, and then you want to draw enemies closer to each other. Now onto the weapons. You're gonna want a Maggie. The anointment doesn't really matter. I got a pretty good anointment which helps me stay alive on action, skill, and but the anointment doesn't really matter. You're gonna want a Cutsman. The Cutsman drops from Borman Nates over in Promethea. So go farm Borman Nates, get you a good Cutsman. You don't even really have to farm Borman Nates because the Cutsman is a pretty lively world drop. I get it all the time. So farm Borman Nates if you want to go for it specifically, or just everybody who plays Borderlands probably has a binary Mocking Cutsman somewhere. Just go get that one. Recursion is farmed from the Captain Trant in Necrotafeo. Now the recursion is really important. You need that anointment on the bottom. That's really important on action skill. And the next 2 magazines will have 50% bonus. Any element damage, mine's radiation, yours could be cryo, doesn't matter. If you find a recursion that has damage times 2, that's really important as well. Mine doesn't. I'm currently looking for one, but this one works just fine. It's got the anointment, but I need one with times 2 and the anointment, and I'll be perfectly fine. And then your 4th slot is whatever you want. I use a brainstormer, it's pretty good. Why not? Moving on, you're gonna want a shield. It doesn't matter what shield, it could be any rarity. Obviously, if you could find a legendary, you want to use a legendary. But you're gonna want one with that anointment on action skill and gain 50% bonus, whatever element damage with weapons for 10 seconds. Really good. You're gonna want that on the shield and the grenade. See, I got a Stormfront. I don't really use Stormfronts. I want that anointment on a Hex, but I got it on a Stormfront. But as long as that grenade has that anointment, you're perfectly fine. You just need those. You just need that exact anointment. Could be whatever element on your grenade and shield. You're gonna want elemental projector auto idle. These are pretty hard to come by. I found one on accident. I think I was doing a raid. You're gonna want an elemental projector auto idle. If you can, a regular auto idle works, or a regular elemental projector prefix on any relic works. Whichever one you have. If you combine both two, if you can only get one, they both work. Obviously, auto idle gives you more survivability. Elemental projector will give you more damage. So you gotta pick which one you want. And then class mod. This class mod is ignorant. It's hard to farm for because the guy is such a far run. He doesn't take damage. He's only 2 of them around each other. So I would say farm him with a flak. Get you a flak. Go out there. Use the flak build I have uploaded before this one. Melt him. If he doesn't drop it, save, quit, do it again. This guy drops from a boss in Necro de Feo. I can't remember where, but I know he's in Necro de Feo, and it's 2 guys. He drops from the bigger one. I forgot their names. The class mod, what it does, whenever Amara activates her action skill, she applies her action skill element to herself. That's really important. If you think about the action skill or the skill tree, mindfulness. If you read it, whenever Amara takes damage, she gains a stack of mindfulness. For every stack of mindfulness, Amara gains improved shield regeneration delay and movement speed. Stacks decay after a few seconds. So if you put that together with the spiritual driver, the top half of the buff, whenever Amara activates her action skill, she applies her action skill element to herself. So basically, if you activate your phase grasp but don't phase grasp anybody, it's going to apply that dot damage to yourself. You're going to start taking corrosive damage because I had you set on corrosion. But it's not going to be a lot of damage, but it's still going to raise your stacks to max eventually. So once you get max mindfulness stacks, you'll be zooming around the map, which also applies to the bottom half of the class mod. Amara's gun damage is increased while moving. The quicker she moves, the greater the gun damage bonus. So if you shoot your weapon while moving super fast with the 25 stacks of mindfulness, that's where the base damage is coming out in this build. Now the reason you want an elemental projector auto idle is because whenever you have the spiritual driver, you activate, let me just show you guys real quick. When you activate your action skill, you're now suffering corrosive damage. You can see it around the top of my screen. And you get a 90% damage bonus with corrosive damage while that dot is active. Do you see what I mean? So that's why that's really good. You move around super fast, you get that dot damage. So that's why weapons that are good at taking out groups like the recursion or the brainstormer is what I like to use. I like to use the Maggie for the big damage. But that's why that works out really well together. And the rest of it is for ricochet damage. So let's move on. Go ahead and head over to the raid. Alright boys, so we did the whole thing and our game crashed. So now we gotta do it all over again. This is the solo M4 takedown with the build I just showed you guys. Let me show you guys how it really works. Now, what you want to do is if you see a big group of enemies, that's when it's going to be really effective. So when there's a big group, you give your recursion a chance to act. So right here, I'm going to say there's like about 4 enemies surrounding this one ratch, the big ratch. I'm going to show you guys how it works. Just like that. You can clear a huge group with one bullet. It's like before Mayhem 4, when you see a big group of enemies, back when I used to do it back in the day before I found this build, I would like to single them out one by one and just do like big damage with my flak and then run away till I kill them all. But Amara just wants all the smoke. If it's gonna open up, there it is. When the Kraken spawns, you can literally one tap that man. Just like that, because there's so many enemies surrounding him. It's just a one tap. Thunderball Fist, Stormfront, nothing too crazy. See if we get that shield or not. No. What's that? Nope. What's that? Nope. Okay. Real easy thing. Just as soon as they drop down, one bullet solves all your problems, just like that. They all jump up and now you're just running around. I like to run around the back a lot, do like a circle like so. Just keep this circle up until one jumps down and then you kill them all. So this guy is jumping down. I'm gonna go ahead and deal with him with just a couple of recursion shots. Oh, did take effect. There's no enemies around him. There he goes. The bullets came back and hit him. No, they messed it up. Oh, there he goes. Okay, running around this thing because if you kill the enemies, there's nobody for the bullets to ricochet off of. So keep the enemies alive. The melee one I like to draw up here. Come on up here, buddy. And then you just melt everybody around, including his health bar. Boom. There it is. Now you run around till they all three come down, and the best part is you want to strike when they all three jump. Shoot one of them. Shoot the other one. And then the third one, yeah. This one might be a little bit difficult. There might not be a lot of enemies left. As long as you can get some to ricochet off of, you should be straight. See there, that is. Thinking now it's just me and him. He might die from the elemental effect, but we're gonna just edge him along with our Maggie. There you go. That's the Valkyrie fight.
Those are advanced mechs, but we're onto something bigger. Keep going.
So we got a trinket, a blood letter. Oh, that one has the one, and dang, that would have been a good blood letter too. Shoot, just run past these guys. Excuse me, folks. Only kill those I absolutely have to. No chest. Chest back here. No chest. Okay, and then get the wrecking enemies. Super simple. Can I have my phase lock back, please? So I can deal with these guys? Losing your phase lock doesn't equal loss either. I mean, you can stay alive as long as you got enemies to shoot at. ASAP. There we go. That dealt with that. So the Mayhem 4 fight is a bit different. You want to use your Cutsman on shock for the shield of Wotan. And then you want to use your recursion for his health. So that'll do your most of your damage right there, your recursion will. That solves that fight. So now we got the other shield on Wotan. Deal with that real quick. Easy peasy. Reload our cutsman, swap to our recursion. There's no Demi image. You gotta wait for them to spawn enemies. It's good to sometimes swap your Maggie out for a corrosive brain, cutsman here. If you have one at your disposal. If not, it's fine. Just train the enemies towards him. Like so. Then you can deal with them like that. Now this part's a little bit different as well. You want to use your corrosive or your shot cutsman for the first shield, just like always. I can't believe I gotta use my thing right now. That's crazy. First one's down. Now you want to use your second one. You want to use your brainstormer right here to drain some of this shield. Not all of it. You want to drain most of it, as much as you can. Just drain it enough so you can spawn the two enemies. There they are. That's them, right? Yep. So now I want to use your cutsman. Drain the rest of the shield. Switch to your recursion and kill everybody. Just like that. I only killed 2. I think I left him just weak with that much health. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap to our corrosive cutsman. So we can deal with that little bit of health he has left. This is going to be the only enemy in the vicinity. It's going to be best to use that cutsman. Not bad damage. Oh wow. That's crazy. That was crazy. How did I get up? I don't even know how I got up. And but that's the sale. That's the solo M4 takedown. There you have it. And boom, if you have any questions, don't be afraid. Go ahead and comment, ask me. If you have any improvements, I'm always down to hear different ways you guys did my build. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out.